Hello, hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am here today outside the Magic Kingdom because I am going to use the Genie Plus service today during my visit. So I'm going to vlog my day. We can see how much I get done, see if this service is worth it, and get into the ins and outs, tips and tricks on how to use it. So without further ado, let's get into Magic Kingdom. So this morning I woke up very, very early and purchased Genie Plus. I did that through the My Disney Experience app. It was $25 per person today, so that is how much I paid. This is on the spring break season that I'm visiting, so it is busy and it is priced a little bit on the high side for Genie Plus, what it's been so far. I made my first lightning lane at 7 o'clock this morning, sharp. The first thing I went for was Peter Pan's flight, because in this park, Peter Pan, the Jungle Cruise, and I would even say the Haunted Mansion and Space Mountain are the ones that sell out most quickly for the day. So I really wanted to make sure that I got one of those. So I went for Peter Pan. I got Peter Pan at 7 a.m. My return time for Peter Pan already wasn't until 1:15. So that kicked in the 2-hour rule for me. When you have Genie Plus, you can either make a lightning lane reservation every 2 hours, or if you use one of your lightning lanes, you can then make another one. So because I made that one at 7 a.m. for 1 p.m., that kicked in the 2-hour window for me, meaning I had to wait 2 hours from when the park opened before I was able to make another one. Not 2 hours from 7 a.m. Magic Kingdom didn't open until 9 today. So I had to wait until 11 before I was able to make another lightning lane. At 11 a.m., a Haunted Mansion lightning lane was available for 12:15, so just about an hour later. Now, because of that rule, I still have to wait until 1 p.m. to be able to make my next lightning lane. I cannot use my 12 o'clock Haunted Mansion lightning lane and then make another one because Peter Pan was the first one that I made. So after I use that first one that I made, which today happened to be Peter Pan, I have to wait until 1 p.m. to be able to make another lightning lane. I know it is confusing. This whole system is very confusing, but we are here today using it in real time to try to make the process a bit easier for you. There's one last shot of Cinderella Castle. We don't know what's going to happen when the 50th anniversary ends here in just a few days, but this might be the last time we see those decorations. I mentioned that I had a few lightning lanes when I walked into the park already today. I'll explain how I got those and what attractions I chose, but right now, before my first one, I am heading to Fantasyland to ride Under the Sea, Little Mermaid attraction, which is a posted 30-minute wait time.
And I've got stored away. First I'm just trying to stay, dry. I got a lot of feathers, but it's gonna make me wet. Oh, hey, that looks like...
Wait time at Journey Under the Sea was just about 16 minutes, so about 15 minutes shorter than it said, and we walked right over to the Haunted Mansion where I am about to scan in for my first lightning lane. Genie Plus update. I told you when I first walked into the park that I asked a cast member right at Guest Services, can I book a Genie Plus after I use my 12:15 Haunted Mansion? He said no, because Peter Pan was the first one I booked today at 7 a.m. I had to wait until that one was used. I just went on to my Disney Experience app after scanning into the Haunted Mansion, and I was able to book another Genie Plus. So that cast member did have some incorrect information there. Once you scan in and use your first lightning lane of the day, you are then able to make another lightning lane. Whether or not it's the first one you booked of the day, that is just the way the system worked for me right now, live in real time. So that is a really helpful and good to know tip for you. So that means that the rule is true. After you use your lightning lane that you have booked, you are then able to make another one, regardless if you booked it first, last, whenever. Once you scan in and use one of those lightning lanes, boom, you're eligible to make another one. That is why so far I have tried to kind of stack them on top of each other and have one after the other, so that I'm able to scan in and then make another lightning lane right after. It kind of maximizes my day. It allows me to have them lined up back to back to back and fill in with some shorter attractions like I just did with the Little Mermaid in the meantime.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
Creaking the tombstones quake.
Just got off Haunted Mansion. I got about 35 minutes till my Peter Pan lightning lane, so I'm gonna fill in that time with a show of the Country Bear Jamboree.
There was a lot
As of the time of this video, Splash Mountain closed about a month and a half ago to make way for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. They are doing plenty of work up there on the former Briar Patch, and I am very excited to see what this new attraction has in store. So as if navigating Magic Kingdom with Genie Plus isn't confusing enough, there is a new curveball that is about to be added. Tron is opening on April 4th, and right now you are able to potentially gain a virtual queue pass because Tron is officially soft open here at the Magic Kingdom. I tried this morning at 7 a.m. and was completely unsuccessful at getting a group for Tron. Right at 7 a.m., refresh right at the minute, there were no more times left. I tried again at 1 p.m., which you do have to be in the park to try for the 1 p.m. time slot. You don't have to be in the park to try at 7 a.m. because it's not open yet usually. But at 1 p.m. you do have to have scanned into Magic Kingdom Park. And at 1 p.m. today, I was able to score a virtual queue for Tron. So Tron is going to be virtual queue only when it opens, and it is only part of the pay per ride Genie Plus. That means the Genie Plus that I have today, the $25 per person per day tier, Tron will not be available. That will be an extra charge if you do want to get a lightning lane for Tron when that opens, but I got the virtual queue today, so hopefully we're gonna get a chance to ride that one later on. After Country Bear Jamboree, I noticed that the People Mover was only about a 15-minute wait, so I came across the park because I wanted to make sure I hit this one as part of my day today. So again, to maximize your Disney Genie Plus day, what I'm doing is filling in between my lightning lanes with as many short wait attractions as possible. Current standby at Peter Pan's flight in 90 minutes. Peter Pan's was the first lightning lane I made this morning at 7 a.m., so I'm about to tap on in and ride. So at the Haunted Mansion, there was only one touch point. When I scanned my Magic Band, that was all. I was able to make another Genie Plus right then and there. Peter Pan and a lot of the other attractions in Disney World have 2 scan points. This is an example of one of them. So until you scan into that second scan point, you're not able to make another Genie Plus reservation. So you might want to ask the cast members out front, hey, is there another scan point? So you can know if it's time to start checking for that next Genie Plus yet or not. So since I made my next Genie Plus reservation while I was in line for the Haunted Mansion, I tapped in and was then eligible, if you remember, to make my next Genie Plus. That was less than 2 hours ago, and I had made this one at 7 o'clock this morning. So I'm not able to make one right now until 2:33 p.m. or until I scan into my next Pirates of the Caribbean Genie Plus lightning lane. You ladies look beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, just tapped into the Pirates of the Caribbean lightning lane. What I said when I was in the queue for Peter Pan was correct. As soon as I tapped in here, there's only one touch point being used here today. I was able to go ahead on to the Genie Plus via My Disney Experience and make another lightning lane reservation. I was able to snag one for Big Thunder Mountain, which should work out nicely time-wise for when I'm going to be riding Tron and for a nice little meal break too. Taking a moment of chill here at Tortuga Tavern after getting off of Pirates. So I was able to score a Big Thunder Mountain lightning lane while I was in the queue for Pirates. I'm trying to optimize Genie Plus today as much as I possibly can, meaning get as much as I possibly can in, but I also don't want to be on my phone for the entirety of the day because for you, you're someone who's visiting, you're here, you of course want to experience the park while you're here. You don't want to be stuck in your phone the entirety of the day. So this is the first time that I tried the modify option today. What you have the ability to do is once you get a lightning lane reservation, if it's not at a time that you like or you want to get an earlier time, you can click modify. It gives you an option sometimes of potentially being able to get an earlier lightning lane from what you originally scored when you went ahead and made that next reservation. So I tried that this last time. I was able to move my Big Thunder Mountain lightning lane up by a whole hour by trying that modify option. So you can continue to modify each and every single lightning lane that you get over the course of the day if that's what you want. If you want to be on your phone and trying for that and trying to get as much in down to the minute as you can, that's a great option. Or you don't have to do that. You can totally use the service without doing that, but I wanted to try both today because I have a minute reprieve here before Festival of Fantasy kicks off at 3 p.m., which I definitely want to see. Check this out, the characters usually on the big lead float are walking today, and Belle is solo, sans beast. Festival of Fantasies 3 o'clock march. That was awesome. I'd never seen those lead float characters walking before, so that was definitely something unique. Before my Big Thunder Mountain Lightning Lane, I am going to hit up the Enchanted Tiki Room right behind me and then head to my next Lightning Lane. Before we continue our Genie Plus day, tune in for a word from my friends over at WDW Magazine.
Subscribe to WDW Magazine and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format glossy magazine is filled with content, not ads. Subscribe now and don't miss another month of magic.
Big Thunder is a posted 50-minute wait right now. The queue is very, very extended here in the sun, and I'm very glad that I have a Lightning Lane. Big Thunder was hardly a wait at all. I decided to take the train over to Storybook Circus because the way things are lining up right now for me, it looks like now will be the best time for me to take my meal break for the day. The train is here. I'm gonna get off at Storybook Circus and head to Cosmic Rays, and I'm hoping as soon as I'm done with that, it's going to be time for my Tron queue. So let's see. Got the new plant-based patty melt from Cosmic Rays with the slaw on the side and some fries while I watch Sunny Eclipse. Well, the food's never anything to write home about. Every once in a great while, it is worth stopping in Cosmic Rays for something to eat because I love Sunny Eclipse. He's so awesome, such a classic OG, and he's always fun to see. So I did end up timing it nicely because it is time for my virtual return queue over at Tron. Like I said earlier, Tron is soft open right now. It's not officially open until April 4th. Everyone here today at the Magic Kingdom had a chance to ride it just as if it were open though. And that does mean that you can walk up to the sign, you can go under the canopy. That's all opened up now during the soft opening. So if you are here and visiting during the soft opening or even after it's open, you don't need to have a virtual pass to be able to walk up and experience that portion of it. So go check it out if you're here. Oh, that's a typical Stitch hello right there. Thanks, Stitch. Typical greeting by Stitch. I just got off Tron. This is my second time riding it. I was fortunate enough to score one of the pass holder previews, so it is the same exact as it was in the previews. This is officially soft open now. Absolutely nothing has changed from the preview. You do have to store every single backpack, bag, large item in a locker. It's the first ever attraction here at Walt Disney World to ever require that. We have a full video explaining the process up on our channel, so go ahead and watch that if you want some more info on Tron. When I checked last, the next Lightning Lane available that was not hours and hours in advance was for Buzz Lightyear. It currently has a 45-minute standby wait. They're playing my favorite Disney song ever, Fantasmic. I am making my way out of the Magic Kingdom right now, not for the day, but because the sun is starting to go down and I was not able to score my next Lightning Lane, which is Space Mountain, until 8:10 this evening. There were other ones available, but I really wanted to make sure I hit another big attraction today. So what I'm doing right now is I am going to head to one of the resorts. I'm gonna hop on the monorail, maybe chill out for a bit, grab a snack, grab a dessert. That is an option for you. If you are in the Magic Kingdom all day and use Genie Plus service, you can absolutely take a little break and still get the maximum, in my opinion, use out of the service. If you do plan to stay in Magic Kingdom the whole day, you can probably have hit another Genie Plus Lightning Lane in the time that I am about to take to go to the resort, so keep that in mind too. Finishing out my Magic Kingdom day back here in the park with a little shopping to end the night at the Emporium. Came back, rode Space Mountain, and saw a little bit of Disney Enchantment before that officially goes away. So, for the final tally of the day, we rode Haunted Mansion, The Little Mermaid, Country Bear Jamboree, The People Mover, Peter Pan, Pirates of the Caribbean. We saw the parade. We went in the Tiki Room. We rode Big Thunder Mountain. We stopped for a little bite at Cosmic Rays. Then went our virtual Tron queue, hit Buzz Lightyear, took a break, and came back for Space Mountain and some fireworks. So that is what I did with the Genie Plus service at Magic Kingdom here today. So the big question, do I feel that Genie Plus was worth it? for today, a busy time. Like I said, this is spring break season here at the Magic Kingdom. It cost $25 per person. I think it was worth it. I got an awful lot done. I would never have been able to wait and ride rides like Peter Pan, Space Mountain. That just would not have happened today with how long the queues were. So for today, yes, I definitely think that it is worth it. I was able to take some rest time in there, and I really didn't feel super tied to my phone all day. What I did was I would scan into those lightning lanes, and while I was waiting in the short little queue, I would check my phone to see what was next available, because I eventually got it on the schedule of use a lightning lane and then make another lightning lane. So I was doing that in the short little queues that it was taking me to get to the front of the attraction wait, and really wasn't spending an awful lot of time on my phone at all today. At least didn't feel that way. If you wanted to modify every single attraction like I did for Big Thunder Mountain, or try to finagle it to get as close as possible to other lightning lanes, you probably would have had to spend a bit more time on your phone. But I don't feel like I did today. I feel like I was able to enjoy the Magic Kingdom, and I had a really fun day. I hope you had a fun time watching and following along with me. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more content like this coming your way. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next magical escape.